Hello there to all you bucketheads, and welcome to all of our foundlings. Dylan was standing too far away from the microphone, so I'm doing the intro. Welcome, one and all, to the Under the Helmet podcast, where we are coming at you with a double feature episode. There you go. There you go. Show off all the bells and whistles.
I thought I would be the silent type for this intro.
Taking on what I normally do. Well, welcome everyone to Iron Wings. Welcome. We are happy to have you in the chat.
Hello there, everybody.
Show prep for you guys tonight.
We do. We have a lot to discuss. Also, for those who are unaware and don't follow me on Instagram, I finished my Boba Fett armor. Did not do the jetpack, but that's okay because we got next time.
Okay, but it looks so good though. Like the shine that you got coming off, and you want to bring the shoulder belt, and then bring like the right armor plate a little closer because I want to see those details. Yeah. Oh, you did that insignia so well.
I don't want to tell you how I did it. Trade secret.
Hey, that's all good. That's all good.
I printed it off on a piece of paper, and I kind of just taped it there. Taped it down, and then I just kind of lightly painted it on.
There you go. Look, man.
If you get super duper close, you can see like little bits of paint because But yeah, so when the clear coat came on, it kind of just all stayed, and it honestly looks really good. I'm really happy with the way it turned out. So,
good, dude. So,
thank you. But yeah, so I think
I actually have an idea for a Hawkbreaker to start us off.
Okay, hit us with it. I want to start the episode off first, though, before the Hawkbreaker, by saying we uploaded a YouTube short. We did.
You uploaded a short?
Yeah, I uploaded. I posted it as a reel as well. You maybe didn't see it, but
yeah, that's the
I uploaded a YouTube short on our YouTube. So if you have not looked at that, we've also gained like 3 subscribers from it. So hi to everybody if you're watching.
Hello. Yeah, hi to all the new people.
Hi to all the new peeps. Yeah, because like it was 69 when I posted it, and we are currently at 73. So
nice.
Yay! That's so cool.
You know, it's a really good reel, and I'll have to probably go back and watch it. But honestly, that one slipped under my radar. If it slipped under your radar too, make sure to hit the bell icon so you don't miss when we upload content.
Exactly. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram because it was posted on Instagram first.
And you know who sees our stuff before anybody else does? It's our people in the Discord. Discord.
I want to give a shout out to the people commenting really weird YouTube short. Someone said no amount of phone R word will make Disney Wars less of a boy thing. So if you are a Disney Wars enjoyer of soy boy things, hit that like button because you know we do be guzzling that soy. Yummy. So good. That's why you hide behind no pro. Ignore that.
We're having some don't worry, I'm pretty sure that got I'm pretty sure that got censored out by your internet cutting. But
yay, censoring out the cringe.
Woo.
So, Hothbreaker, hit it.
Hothbreaker for today. And this is, of course, entirely unrelated to our 2 episodes. But would you rather have to face off against a Zillow beast or take on 6 well-armed pirates by yourself in a space battle?
What am I armed with?
a space Lamborghini that has like a couple guns on the front and also a rocket launcher. As far as the
baby
Zilla
Zilla Beast? Or are we
As far as
talking
the Zilla
adult?
Beast, you've got it was a baby when you started, and things have kind of spiraled rapidly out of hand.
Honestly, taking my chances with the Pirates.
Taking your chances with the Pirates?
Because they may be well armed, but they're pirates. So they are, as Count Dooku would describe them, as dangerously stupid. So I feel like I've got a pretty good shot. And Captain Swamp Thing, he ain't got shit on me. I got Beskar on.
I gotta say, as I'm sure the daimyo of Mos Espa is gonna have no problem dispatching a couple mere pirates.
Oh yeah, and this, I mean, 6 of them. I mean, 6 easy bodies.
Easy, no issue.
I eat pirates for breakfast, and I'm very hungry.
I like that. Well,
also, shout out to my new mug. I got it at a con this weekend.
Ooh, I do like that. The little color fade. Shout out to my mug. My girlfriend gave it to me.
Hey, we stand partners. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so
jump right into non-spoilers.
I want to talk about. Which would you rather talk about, Mando or Bad Batch first?
I figured we do Bad Batch first because there was so much to Mando. Like I was
gonna say the other way around.
Really?
I was gonna say Mando first because Bad Batch was great, but I think Mando is the thing that kind of people are more interested in. If that makes sense, like Mando has a much broader appeal, so I say we hit Mando first.
Okay.
And then we do Bad Batch. So,
all right.
To start, spoiler free review. What are we thinking of the episode?
Oh, just spoiler free for Mando. It was. I mean, this episode was so good, and it was. I mean, I loved everything about this episode. I don't think I had a single gripe from everything that we got to see. I will say the only gripe that I thought I would have got done away with during the episode, and that was that with a 31-minute runtime, I thought we weren't going to be able to get enough for it to feel like a good pilot for the season, and that was entirely blown out of the water. I mean, there was so much.
I agree, Callahan.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Watch the full video and give it a like if you enjoy it, please.
People in the comments agree. Means you have to do it now. Also, subscribe. Also, leave a comment. That's not weird. And share this video with your friends, your parents, your lovers, your enemies. King Swamp Thing. Maybe he wants to see this. Who knows?
You might want to see it.
Only one way to find out. Share it with him. Send it to him right now.
But people saying they did not understand the first. I don't know what's not to understand. I feel like this was a pretty, like they laid things out in pretty clear terms with this one. I don't know. I don't know how much more I can say before I get into spoilers. So I'm just going to let you give your non-spoilers so I can jump right into everything I want to say.
All right. Non-spots. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great start to season 3. It sort of did away with a lot of my gripes and did away with a lot of the things that I'd say kind of made me a little skeptical going from Book of Boba Fett to here. Because I was like, oh man, well, how are they gonna like explain this? And they honestly really didn't. but I really want to bring up, and I can sort of use this as a transition point. So I personally really like it. If you, I don't think it's fair to rank it against season 1 premiere and season 2's premiere. But if I had to rank them like 1, 2, 3, season 2 premiere,
dude,
season 3 premiere, season 1.
Okay.
Season 2 is the highest high for me. But season 2 has Cobb Vanth and a Crate Dragon.
I was gonna say it's hard to beat that. That's a stacked line. Season 2 also brought us more Tuscan Sign Language, and I'm big on that.
Exactly. I particularly enjoyed season 1. I mean, especially with IG-11, and I just rewatched it recently, so it's kind of still fresh in my mind. But I have to say, if it's not your first time watching the show, it can kind of drag a little bit.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to be interested in what my reactions are as I do more of my rewatch with my girlfriend to kind of see how my opinions change. Because there's a few episodes that I've rewatched, but for the most part, they've been like one and done. Maybe twice when they're originally coming out, but after that, not really revisiting. Except for the episode with Ahsoka and the episode with Luke. I haven't really revisited a lot of it, so I'm excited to see where it goes. So stay posted for that.
I've been meaning to do a Mando rewatch. And honestly, you know me, I have a hard time ranking things. I have a hard time pitting things against each other. Each of the pilots holds a special place in my heart because Mando season 1, episode 1 is the first time we got a live action Star Wars TV show. That was revolutionary. I remember I got Disney Plus for my family so I could watch The Mandalorian.
Me too.
I bought Disney Plus. I watched The Mandalorian. I went upstairs and said, "Good news, everyone! We have Disney Plus now. You can talk to me for the info." And then I went upstairs.
Nice. It was really good at the time. So
good. And it still holds up today. It's a solid episode. I mean, it
is. It's a great episode. I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying I like this one a little bit more because I feel like what this one did really well and kind of scratched my brain in a way was, and this is semi-spoiler, but it really set up where the season's going to go.
Yes.
There wasn't a whole lot of like seasons 2 premiere, my favorite was a self-contained story.
Yeah. It was very much so
it started and it finished. This one was very much setting up like 3 different threads. It almost reminded me of sort of, and this analogy gets used a lot when referred to The Mandalorian, but a video game.
Yes.
Where you have now opened up the main quest, you've opened up the world, and now you have 3 different quests you can go on all at the same time. And it's going to be very interesting to see which one that Din chooses to go on next. So I'm excited for that.
Oh, dude, you'll never stop doing it. Like, especially because, like, how are your plates attached?
Velcro.
Okay, yep. I Velcroed my plates. You want to get the strong stuff though, especially if in the event that you do ever upgrade to 3D printed armor, which I can't recommend enough. It's very nice. You'll want to upgrade to the strong stuff, industrial grade. You can pick it up at Joann's, provided yours hasn't gone out of business yet.
We'll talk after the show. We need to do an update on the Mandalorian armor building.
Dude, we do another cosplay. I need to. No, I feel like
believe it or not, 1 year ago today was our cosplay episode.
Really? That was a year ago?
Yeah, I had the memory pop up on our Instagram. So go watch that video and wait for it a little bit longer, and we'll do an update. We'll do it 1 year later.
Go watch that video and tell us whose hair glow up you like better.
You can see mine. If you watch all of our videos, you can actually see my hair grow really long. And then you can watch me cut it. You can watch the soul. Never mind. Anyways.
You can see the days that I cared about doing my hair for stream and the days I didn't. Today is one of the days I didn't.
And you can also be jarred by the room change.
Oh, yeah.
I really like this setup now.
I like your setup. It's very much because, I mean, admittedly, of all the people's setups who we've streamed with, Charlie's is my favorite. Charlie has a wonderful backdrop of all of their Star Wars memorabilia, and I'm very envious of it because I have Grogu just chilling in the background. Grogu on a poster with Mando chilling in the background. And then my Christmas lights, which go around that third of my room. We didn't have enough to make it all the way around like I thought we would. But eventually I'll buy more.
But anyways, I want to get into... So, to kind of segue into this episode, I want to touch on... There was a recent interview with John... I think it was Jon Favreau that came out.
Yes, I know what you're
talking about. And he talked about the fact that there was like, what, a 2-year...
It's 2-year time gap. They haven't specified whether that's from starting.
He said it was 2 years. Grogu trained with Luke for 2 years.
That's what he said.
The Mandalorian takes place over several years.
Okay.
Boba Fett. That's the way it was sort of pitched. And 2 years between seasons.
Okay.
I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think that's communicated very well in the show.
Well, it's not communicated at all in the show.
So, I mean, we know that Boba Fett was with the Tuskens for, I would speculate, around 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Because Mando season 1 is 5 years after Return of the Jedi, and we see the events of Mando season 1 when he's on Tatooine play out in Book of Boba Fett.
Mm-hmm.
So that I'm okay with.
Yeah,
I can see and I can recognize. So Boba was a part of that tribe for a while, but I don't think that was communicated all that well unless you know. And it's oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, the end one.
Between Book of Boba Fett and now, I'm interested, but
so because I listened to the Clone Army Radio episode that they did about the apostate.
I've been waiting until after. I always wait till after our show to try to listen to people's reactions, so I have something that's my reaction and not influenced by someone else's. I no shade to anybody else who does it. I try to listen to people. I afterwards I go through and I binge like Clone Army, 1313, Star Wars Explained. I'll go and listen to some of his stuff, but I try to avoid any of that until we have our episode, just so that way much known and informed by my own thought. But what did they say? I'm kind of interested.
So they pointed out, I forget if it was John or Leto's back. Leto's back this episode, which was really nice to have him back.
Let's go.
Let's go. Right. I forget who exactly said it, but they were talking about how when we first see the N1 in, Mando season 2.5.
No, doing Boba dirty.
No, I'm not saying that the Book of Boba Fett is Mando season 2.5. I'm saying episode 5 of Book of Boba Fett is Mando season 2.5.
Yes. Now I can get behind the fact that Din was away from Grogu for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
I can get behind that because we don't see him for a while, and it would take time for Boba to consolidate power, and travel in Star Wars isn't instantaneous. If you try to map out the timeline of Empire Strikes Back, you're gonna have a bad time.
Where's that?
Have fun. Be safe.
People have debated whether that like little asteroid chase and Luke's training on Dagobah took like hours or months.
I think so the way I think you get around it is time moves differently on Dagobah.
Okay. Okay.
So you could say that, I mean, you got to think in our solar system, a year on Earth is different than a year on Venus
True.
and like Jupiter. So it would stand to reason that different planets would have different years.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and there's not
I
just
guess,
one sun in the Star Wars galaxy. There's tons of them. Because you have entire star systems within the galaxy, within even sectors of the galaxy. Like, sectors will have multiple star systems within them. There's so much. Which, one of the things I was pointing out was during the light speed travel scene, which we got a Rebels reference. We saw Purgles. That made me so happy.
oh yeah, we're in spoil. Do we have the spoiler?
We're in spoilers. We're in spoilers. We jumped into spoilers.
Cool. I want to talk about Purgle, but because let me tell you, I freaked out.
I lost my shit. I was like, holy shit, that's a Purgle.
Oh, I saw Grogu pick his head up, and I was like, they're in hyperspace. No way. I was sitting there to myself, if Grogu sees Purgle, I'm going to flip. And I immediately thought of CK.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought of CT immediately. I thought of CT and I saw a Callahan because there are two resident Rebels fanboys. We love you guys dearly.
I love Rebels.
I know, but of the people who watch the show, it's always these two.
Oh yeah. Although I did see a really funny reaction somebody posted on the TikTok. Mm-hmm. And they said it would be very on brand for Din to run into Ezra and Thrawn to find them first and not have any idea who either of them are.
Yeah, that would track. He'd be like, why?
Akin to the, are you a Jedi? To Luke Skywalker.
I'm sorry. All I can think of is that one Breaking Bad like video that's like, what are you doing? Why are you blue?
What's wrong with you? Why are you blue? or my other so the two iconic Din Djarin lines for me. Are you a Jedi? And even better than that, is this a bench? Proceeds to take a nap on it.
Din Djarin, resident clueless man of the galaxy. We love him so much. But going back to what I was talking about with the lightspeed scene, we don't see a ton of scenes in Star Wars in which lightspeed is anything more than go in, go out. Here we see lightspeed. It's taking long enough that Din has decided that this is a great moment to sleep. Like,
man said, my man was catching some.
He's catching that single dad nap. All right.
He was catching some Z.
I actually would love to have a galaxy map. A1. That'd be super nice because I'm in the process of getting ready to start up a Star Wars tabletop campaign, and galaxy map is very useful for that because I have to determine how long it takes people to travel places, and that's such a pain. Galactic travel is it's kind of a headache, but I'm happy that we see things that demonstrate that, you know, going across the galaxy, even at light speed, takes time just because of how far you have to travel. Like it's far, and you got time for naps. You got time for snacks. You got time for sitting and customizing your lightsaber in the engine bay of the Mantis. You know, you got time.
Battlescars comes out soon. I'm so excited. I just got my Audible credit for this month. I used it to pre-order Battlescars.
Nice. I'm gonna have to drop my mom at Barnes and Noble. I want a hardback copy of Battlescars if I can get one.
Oh. See, I just really appreciate audiobooks recently. Especially, I just started re-listening to Mass Friend.
Okay. There you go. But yeah, I love the light speed scene. we got a lot of really good space scenes this episode. Between the light speed scene and the pirate battle, this was a very good episode for space.
Yeah, and to talk about the pirates real quick,
Mhm.
their costumes looked amazing.
Oh, those were so good.
So shout out to the costume department. The pirates amazing. Karga with the drip. I love that he has the two little droids going behind him, carrying his cape. That's some Lando Calrissian shit right there.
It is, and I thoroughly love it for him. Oh, because that's.
But another thing I really enjoyed seeing was like how Grief has acknowledged change, and he's like, "Hey, we have changed things here for the better. You're not gonna bring us backwards. We're not gonna go back to in the school."
Yep. He's like, we drink here. This is a school.
So I'm very. Sir, this is an elementary school.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
Also, I also saw a very funny joke that said it's crazy to me that the galaxy far, far away is better at protecting their schools than America.
I mean, what's better is that the politicians in the galaxy far, far away are the ones that are actually trying to protect the schools instead of make the things harming them easier to get to. But that's all I'm going to say.
Mega baby packing heat. Yep, we're gonna put a pin in that conversation. Anyways, so
that one.
I want to ask you, think Boba Fett will win this season? Yes, I do. Yes. And I will not elaborate further. He's going
circling around that he's going to be
back for his 2 episodes. He's coming back for his episodes.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. Mm-hmm. What else is there?
Can we talk about
the Pirate King, the King, who we've never heard of before or seen before? Let's talk about who?
Goran Shard is his name. Goran Shard, the Pirate King.
Yeah, he looks cool. I can't wait to see more of him.
I can't wait to use him in a tabletop game because a character like that is so cool. I'm definitely doing that. You kidding me? We don't see pirates enough in Star Wars. Oh, I need more.
And he's a pirate that's not Honda. I'm down.
What'd you say?
I said he's a pirate that's not Honda. Absolutely.
Right. I feel like the only pirates we have in the galaxy are Hondo Ohnaka, and now we have our Jack Sparrow and we have our Davy Jones. So if you all could, please give me a Pirates of the Caribbean in Star Wars with Hondo Ohnaka versus Goran Shard. I don't care if it's a short. I don't care if it's like a little animated episode, but I need this to happen so badly. All right. See you around, Callahan. Have a good one.
See you later, Callahan. Have a good night. But
tell me that.
You know what? I'm excited to see more of her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I would love that. But I was reluctant to see Babu Frick.
Dude, we got to see Babu. Hey.
Hey! The droid is no good.
Mm-hmm. It's broken.
Who says the droid is no good? It's broken.
I loved Grief desperately translating. Though I think the better fact is that Mando is just sitting there hunched over inside of their shop. Like
crisscross with his head like leaned in. His posture is great. Mm-hmm. Pedro Pascal is such an incredible physical actor. It's great.
Oh yeah.
But
And I feel like
what my favorite part of this, more than anything, is the fact that Grogu goes to hug the little
and
guy,
then yeah.
and his only is, sorry, he's young. Bad baby, bad baby.
Bad baby.
No squeezy, no squeezy. No, he's not a pet.
Oh, I loved it. I loved it. I loved seeing the Ancellans again because
But
they're
anyway,
just
I want to rewind a little bit. I want to rewind in this episode a little bit.
Are we going to talk about my
Because
my
we
favorite
totally
Star
skipped-
Wars show, Swamp People?
Is that what I think it is?
It's the one where they hunt gators.
Either way, because yeah, I didn't know that Mandalorians were currently living in Florida.
Yeah. I mean, look, when you think about
One
it,
of my favorite jokes that come from that. No wonder the Mandalorians are almost in ceremonies in waters filled with alligators.
Well, the more I think about it, the more I realize that I think Mandalore is just space Florida. Like,
Yes.
because the Mandalorians moved there and were excited to see that everything was. No, it's not space Florida, it's space Australia. Because they were excited to move there and see that everything wanted to kill them. And they saw that as a great opportunity to bond. Mandalorian clan bonding was going out and hunting down some massive creature the size of like 3 of your houses. And that was a common bonding activity for them. They loved that. So it only tracks that
I also love how. I also like to think that the kid that was just that animal's lair. Like that's where that animal hibernates. And he was just like, hey, you guys are. Lauren just started shooting. So anyway, I started blasting.
Yeah.
It was genuinely it was a very tense scene. Because I thought at first, and it was very much set up this way, to be sort of like that of, oh, maybe this is a flashback to Din because the little kid looked like Din. The kid that played Child Din. Nope. So the theory going around now is that is actually not Child, maybe past Vizsla's kid.
Yes, I heard
because of the similarities in coloring of their helmets.
Yeah,
I don't hate it.
I could see it. I'm down for it. And you know what? Props to Paz. Absolutely props to Paz. You are helping populate your race, my man. And good for you. Good on you for it.
I'm cooking. My man's was cooking. And, I don't dislike the kind of. I hate the assumption that people come with it is like, oh, birthright to the Darksaber. That goes against how the Darksaber works.
Right.
And that is because the people that had the Darksaber previously were Clan Vizsla.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like to think that Clan Vizsla sort of just hoarded it.
Yep.
And held on to it. They felt it was their birthright, even though it wasn't. It was not their birthright. They held on to it because they felt as though they had a right to it. And that's why I guess you could say a lot of the Clan Vizsla might be like nepotism babies, honestly. Like,
you know,
Pre-Vizsla was skilled, but I mean, you got to think he lost his family heirloom to some horny guy. Get it? Because he's got the little horns on his head.
Yes, I get it.
bad. That joke was so bad. Florida Mandalorians. Florida Mandalorian.
Look, my first Mando armor that I ever made was a trash can DeLorean because the plates were actually made out of trash cans that I cut up and then heat formed and painted. So if you can have a trash can DeLorean, you can have a Florida Mandalorian.
Hey, listen, I made my first armor at a best cardboard. That armor's kick ass.
The best cardboard.
Anyways,
solid stuff.
So best cardboard. Yeah. EVA film moving up in the world. What was I gonna say about but yeah, and then didn't show completely one shots it.
Yeah.
And just lands.
It is kind of that feeling
happened.
of when you and all of your friends who are shit at a game are playing together, and then your one like level 1000 friend comes online and just wipes the enemy team. The best feeling is when you are the level 1000 friend and they've all been texting you all night and you finally join and everything just goes so well.
That was really enjoyable. That was a great scene. But what I find interesting is that Din has learned the lore of the Darksaber because it was told to him not only by the armorer,
yep,
but also by Bo-Katan.
Mm-hmm.
And the stories are pretty similar. And at no point does he think, I have the Darksaber. If I wanted to, I could just say, I'm in charge. Fuck the helmet rule.
I am Mandalore. I don't give a shit about your helmets.
But also, I think it's sort of that he's been indoctrinated into this cult for so long that it's kind of like he doesn't really have a choice in the matter. He
doesn't feel like he gets to decide, even despite being given the literal ruling object of his people. He still feels adhered to this code. It just, I feel like it speaks loads to just I would even go as far as to call it psychological conditioning of the Children of the Watch. Because they are definitely a cult. They are 100% a cult. They are acknowledged by literally every other Mandalorian as a cult. Even,
also, I love how Bo-Katan's crew just split.
Literally are just using the light cruiser as a party boat now. Like,
listen. What's the ad? Where's the Addy?
I'm waiting for somebody to go. I'm waiting for us to see somebody.
You think Mandalorians would put their jetpack on backwards to do a kickstand?
There's only one way to find out.
Just a thought.
Way to find out.
I mean, do you have a jetpack that works?
I'm not at leisure to disclose this information without my lord.
Working.
Oh, working? Not anymore. But I can just. I want to see somebody
going on.
I want to see somebody going through space, and they're like, "Oh, we're picking up a transmission. What is it? It's coming from a nearby ship," and they just hear like, like just clubbing music, and they're like, "What is that?" And then they just see the light cruiser, but coming out from the bridge is just like rave lights.
It's been sprayed. So You know what would be really fun?
Hmm.
If we get Sabine Wren this season. But here's where we see Sabine Wren, keeping with the light cruiser thing.
Okay.
The light. Who do you think would see a Imperial and just shake a can of spray paint in excitement? Sabine Wren. She would
There's
paint
nothing
that
more
thing
than that.
up.
I have to say, I'm genuinely surprised that we have Sabine Wren, the galaxy's greatest graffiti artist, and there's not a single dick. I know Star Wars is for kids. But how?
Headcanon time.
Headcanon Sabine
Is
put
where
a
it
dick
took
on
one of her
something
spray
and
cans.
promptly blew up.
No. Headcanon. Ez took her paint and drew a dick. You're not telling me season 1 Ezra. You're telling me season 1 Space Aladdin would not draw a dick on something? He'd probably like put it on like Zeb's bunk or something.
Yeah.
Or because doesn't Zeb have the bottom bunk and Ezra has the top?
No, Zeb has the top, I feel like. Because Ezra would kick his bunk. I don't know. It's been too long since I watched Rebels. Gabby and I are starting Rebels.
I think so, yeah. Yes, I got it, yeah. Regardless, he paints it above Zeb's bunk. So every night he's trying to fall asleep, he just sees the dead Ezra true.
That's pretty great. I like that.
And then when it wasn't mean. New headcanon. Anyway, what else do we have to say about this episode? Oh, IG-11 is back.
IG-11 is back.
Sort of.
He got Frankenstein,
which I'm very interested in. So in the trailer, what was super interesting is there's a scene in one of the trailers where it shows the statue of IG-11 and the chest and arm is missing. And one of the theories was the statue going to get destroyed for some reason. Wrong. You were wrong.
One of the theories Dylan.
I'm so glad I didn't read that one. There's water in my mouth.
I tried so hard to get you to. I tried so hard. This could be made even better if, Lasat biology doesn't, But anyway, do we have any final thoughts for Mando?
Zeb wear pants?
Zeb?
I don't have any final thoughts for Mando. I'm very excited to see where the season goes. Dude,
there's so many different ways.
Wear pants. Lasat wore pants. How would he wear it?
No, Zeb wears pants. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
he wears pants.
He wears
so
shorts and knee pads. Double knee pad? What the fuck are those things? Zeb wears double knee pads.
That thing be swinging.
Do Lasats have double jointed legs? What?
Because they use their legs like arms, so kind of.
Okay.
Who knows? This is why we need a Star Wars biologist. Under the Helmet podcast is looking for a Star Wars biologist. If you know Star Wars biology, hit us up because we got no idea. DM us on Instagram if you want to be our resident Star Wars biologist.
You know what Under the Helmet podcast is looking for? Under the Helmet podcast is looking for an official Lucasfilm timeline of the Star Wars galaxy, so time gaps don't have to be addressed in little one-off interviews. Under the Helmet podcast is looking for someone at Lucasfilm to do that.
Pablo Hidalgo, I'll get on it.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to be the canon guy. Anyway, I'm excited to see where the season goes. Bo-Katan was great. Her sitting was very much BDE, and I stand. But I'm very interested to see where the season goes. We've got sort of 3 fetch quests to go on. We've got fetching the processor 11, which I think is going to take him to Tatooine to see Peli.
Nice. I'm down. Peli and her new mans.
I mean, her Jawa, her Jawa BF.
No, not that one. Remember, because she got with what's his face? What is it? Major Domo?
Nah. Peli's all right. Theory time. Peli Moto at heart is a city girl. She's gonna get me him and Sham. I'm not really ready for a relationship right now. So bye. She's gonna use him and then dump him. That's my theory. Can't hold a city girl down like that. Period. Anyway, so yeah, that's about all I have for Mando. Let's move on to the Bad Batch. Because this episode was also great. I don't know. I think the executives are like, hey, these are 2 really good episodes. Drop them at the same time.
Dude. So
we got the episode. All right, quick non-spoiler. Very quick non-spoiler. Good episode.
Very good episode. I like. Sets up a lot for I think it sets up what people have been missing for this season, which is a larger.
It gives us plot.
It gives us a larger storyline. We have a main antagonist, so to speak, other than just the Empire. And I'm very excited for all of that. Can we go into spoilers now? Because I want to talk. You got any more non-spoilers?
Yes. So I was thinking, not really a non-spoiler, but it's a good segue. Very much set up to be like a horror film.
Yes. You good? You're back?
And there was a moment. Yeah, I'm back. This moment was very much set up to be like a horror. And this episode in particular, I thought from the way that it started and the way it was set up, I was like, oh my God, they're actually doing it. They're doing the thing. And I was so excited and I was so ecstatic because I thought, because I'm an idiot, that we were going to get Death Troopers in this episode.
Yes, I thought it was going to be Death Troopers. I was terrified.
I thought we were doing Death Troopers, dude. And I was like, oh my God, they're doing Death Troopers in the Bad Batch? Bro, I was so excited. I was freaking out up until the point where they showed the Zillow Beast. And I was like, man, I was so upset. And I was like, is this a Zilla beast? And then I was like, nah, like a sperm. This ain't no Zilla beast. It looks like the sperm monsters from Rick and Morty. It looked like a sperm lizard. I was like, bro, what the fuck is this? Sorry for little ears listening.
Oh,
You'll learn about that one day.
one day.
Sorry, little ears listening. It looked. Yeah, we're kind of done with that. Well, it's late. It's late. Natasha, go to bed. Natasha, go to bed. Cover your ears. La 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 la.
So this
We have
episode,
never been to be. Hey, safe. We're safe.
we're safe. I can say the fuck word.
We're
Okay.
safe.
So this episode, if you've played Republic Commando,
like a sperm.
So this episode was giving me heavy like Republic Commando vibes, specifically from the levels of the Ghost Ship, because it's the second batch of levels. It's in between Geonosis and when you go to Kashyyyk. But there's a level where you are on you're on a ship that's been taken over. You don't know it when you start, but by Trandoshans. But the first couple levels are pretty much just dead silence and spaceship noises. You don't see the first enemy until a good bit through the first level. Like, you have a good 5 minutes of just walking and waiting. And it does the horror vibe perfectly for a non-horror game. Because you have like just random steam that blasts out, and your footsteps are seemingly like louder than usual. Oh, it's terrifying. Terrifying. I loved it so much. It was so good. Such a good episode.
I really enjoyed this episode. And then the fact that we got to see the Zilla Beast was incredible. And because at first I was like, no way, this is a Zilla Beast. Something similar, but it's not the same. And then it was. And I was semi-disappointed to blown away. Because that was something we haven't seen since like season 2 of the Clone Wars. Yeah, season 1, season 2. So
yeah,
that was really cool to see, and it's good to know that they're still out there, because technically that was the last one, but now we know that the Empire has this one.
You see,
and we know that in the Rise of Kylo Ren comic, there is a Zilla Beast.
Oh yeah, doesn't he jump inside it?
Yeah, he killed it. Kylo Ren does. Vader runs away because Vader's like, been there, done that. I'm tired. I'm gonna go take a nap. But yeah, so that was great. The different reaction between the Bad Batch and the Empire, where the Beast gets out and the Empire's first thought is contain it by
giving it the sleep ray.
They were contain it, and then they were to get rid of all the evidence. Whereas everyone, Bachelor, can't let it harm anyone. Meanwhile, the Empire's like, yeah, you may have seen it. You gotta go. You're getting commandoed.
Yep.
And because this is a kids show, I use that phrase lightly, they did not go as far as I think they would have gone.
What, just wiping
honestly, the Empire would have just killed them. They would have just orbital bombarded the city.
Yeah.
For fun.
I'm not gonna lie. It would have seemed very on brand for a Dave Filoni show for the Empire to just come in. The Bad Batch, they start shooting. And Omega's like, what are they doing? And, like Hunter or Tech or one of them just says they're getting rid of the evidence, how the Empire does.
That would have been a Tech line. They're getting rid of the evidence. Also, shout out to Tech. I still think he's gonna die, but
yeah, I loved that as the.
But it was great to see that
he tucked Omega around that tree to make sure that she was out of the way. I liked that. Good.
That was beautiful. Also, we got to see something this episode we have not seen in a while. Something I'm very happy to see again. Hunter's second pistol.
Oh yeah, dude!
Because that man always. He pulled out the second one today. He said, "Oh no, this is a one pistol not enough. Time for two."
The fact that it takes a Zillow beast for this man to draw his second pistol.
He said,
I'm done playing officer. It's time to play ARC Trooper.
It's a little better for two reference then. No big deal. But yeah, so this was a good. Honestly, this episode was great. I was really happy to see the Zilla Beast. I liked how this episode had this big misdirect in it. I feel like that was one thing that both episodes did really well was their misdirects. Like Mando did the misdirect with the Foundling, and this show did the misdirect with the Zilla Beast. Because for the longest time, you weren't really sure what it was, and I really appreciated that. So I thought that was really well done.
I would say so. Yeah.
But yeah, also I am really happy that the Bad Batch sent the information to Rex and Echo, and I love Omega's smile.
Yeah.
Because I think Hunter is starting to realize more and more with every episode, we're not going to be able to live in this galaxy, and like Omega's not going to have a normal childhood. They're be able to. So I'm excited to see the Batch get back in the fighting form.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited.
You know who I'm surprised? All right. I have a question for you. Do you think we're going to see Crosshair in the next episode?
If it's not in the next episode, it's going to be the one right after.
We are going to see Crosshair again very soon. I think so.
I feel
because at the end, it's revealed that the Kaminoans are what's it, Lamasu, I think is their name. And the head of the former Kaminoan prime minister is like, you want to control her? Which, wouldn't he assume that she's dead?
You would think so. But I want to talk about Dr. Hemlock because we have an antagonist now. Like this guy who is
on
Tantus. I'm so excited. But also, I'm going to step out really quick. I got to use the bathroom. Maybe news and rumors when I get back.
Maybe news and rumors. Okay. But yeah, so I think the biggest thing I want to touch on while Eli is gone, news and rumors wise, I think we'll get started with it at the very least. Let me pull up news and rumors. News and rumors. All right. Biggest news and rumors that I saw is obviously the news about the Mandalorian timeline, but I also want to mention a new Lego set has been revealed. There's a couple new Lego stuff that's coming out. A lot of it's still early rumor stuff. Potential Yavin 4, stuff like that, which looks really cool. But I saw there was a reveal for a mid-sized Super Star Destroyer, which looks really, really cool. So I'm looking forward to that coming out. But other than that, not really too much coming out. I know Jedi Survivor Battle Scars drops on the 7th. I've pre-ordered it on Audible. Like I said earlier, I'm very excited to give the book a listen. I think it's going to be a really good one. What other rumors do we have? I have not heard much other rumors. It's been pretty quiet on the news and rumors front. But I am very excited to see where things go. So, Eli, pee faster, pee faster, pee faster. But yeah, has anyone else heard any other news and rumors that they want to share with the class? Because I got nothing at this point. I've kind of expended them all. I'll talk a little bit. I did go to cons past weekend, which was pretty cool. So,
Nice.
Eli's next.
And you got good photos from him, too. It's news and rumors time?
Yep. News and rumors time. I already said a couple.
Okay.
I brought
What
up
did
the
you-
2 years interview with John Favreau, and I talked about a new Lego set that was revealed.
Oh, which one was that?
Other than that, let's move on into Superstar Destroyer.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yep.
Okay.
Anyways, let's move into what you have.
So, what I have, first bit of rumors. Marvel Studios has reportedly made a major change in the story and plot of the series Agatha Coven of Chaos, which has caused delays in production, so it has been scheduled without an official date for the show in the official list of Marvel Studios for its next production. So there was something that they decided, you know what, we're gonna change some stuff. What'd you say?
I think Kevin Feige announced recently that they're going to be slowing on the dose when it came to Marvel.
Yeah, which
so that kind of tracks.
It doesn't surprise me that with them slowing down, that they're taking time and giving each series its own time to shine, and potentially rewriting some things that they had. I have some very slight spoiler from Quantumania. So, if you haven't seen the movie, plug your ears. But Corey Stoll's MODOK will return to the MCU after his debut in Marvel Studios' Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I'm excited to see it, but make him a villain.
All right, spoilers are done.
Okay.
Spoiler.
Rumor: Miles will visit Tom Holland's live-action universe in Across the Spider-Verse. According to the rumor, Miles will still be animated when he visits this universe. So if I had to guess, it's going to be in one of the universe jump sequences that we saw in Multiverse of Madness. Very much that style. But I have a wild rumor, but it's one that I've seen a couple places now. According to Sean O'Rourke, an industry insider, the quote goes, "I am hearing a rumor of a new Disney Plus series announcement coming at Star Wars Celebration of a series of short films with Luke, Han, and Leia." And that'd
be cool.
It'd be really cool. I'm wondering how, who, when. Because the when kind of dictates
Post Return of the Jedi. Yes.
I have no idea, man.
My guess would be post Return of the Jedi.
I'd love to see more post Return of the Jedi. That'd be delightful.
Ways. Like Han and Leia are together. So if I remember correctly from when I started reading Bloodline, Leia became a member of Senate.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Han became a racing coach and Jedi Academy. It's really interesting to see what they're up to during that time.
Yeah.
Also, we could get pod racing.
Okay.
I don't think he was a pod racer, but change it. I don't care. I get pod racing.
I don't care.
I don't want to see pod racing again. We need more pod racing. Now this is pod racing. Woo!
There you go. Another bit of news. Scott Lang was chosen by the Avengers to write the official account of the battle against Thanos after Avengers Endgame. This was confirmed by Peyton Reed, who we know as the director of Quantumania. Next up, Quantumania writer Jeff Loveness has been asked if Kang had romance with Janet in the MCU, and was quoted saying, "I intentionally left it a little vague, but clearly, let's say they're very good friends. Maybe they had sex." So, I'm just saying, if Jonathan Majors is right there, and you're spending that much time together, is possible? Is it a very high possibility? And then I have two more pieces of news. One of them is actually Mando related. That being that episode 2, The Mines of Mandalore, reportedly has a 42-minute runtime. So I'm very much so looking forward to that. And the next piece of news, and this one's kind of a big one. It's something that all of us have been looking forward to ever since James Gunn's new announcement of his new DCU slate, specifically of Superman Legacy. Everybody's been wondering who's our new Superman, because we unfortunately know that it's not Henry Cavill, but we did get confirmation of who our new Superman is. And it's an actor that a lot of us are very familiar with. They've been in some pretty big, like, blockbuster level stuff. I actually have the video pulled up right here. I'm gonna share it with you guys.
Don't you say it. Don't you say who I think you're gonna say. Don't you say what I think you're gonna say.
Oh, no way.
Playing?
What's up, Jamie Gun? I was just taking a nap ski.
You guys got the...
No, dude, I can't. I've already played all the superheroes. I know I'd be incredible. All right, God damn it. I'll see you in a minute. Yeah! Laser vision.
I'm very proud to announce that Jack Black is the
I'm
new
so
official
glad you were
Superman.
gonna say it was Chris Pratt.
No, I'm not. But I felt like we could all get a good laugh out of that one. Oh, I saw that video and I spent about... It seems pretty legit. The editing was really good. So, like, who am I to say no? And plus, it's Jack Black. I'll never turn down Jack Black.
I mean, I don't know how to feel about the new suit. Looks a little too Cavill-esque for my taste, but who knows?
You gotta take inspiration somewhere. Gotta take inspiration somewhere. But that being said,
take inspiration from Christopher Reeves.
That's all the news and rumors that I got. Dylan, anything else before we put a lid on this one till next week?
No, I think I'm very excited to see what happens next week. I think I like the direction both shows are going. I guess I'll ask this before we finish up. If you had to pick, which one did you like more?
Now you know I don't like pitting things against each other, but for this week it was Mando. For this week it was definitely Mando. I got so
I'm not
much
even a
out
fan.
of this week's episode.
I was gonna say Bad Batch. Listen, Bad Batch was good. I don't want to say that it
Bad
wasn't
Batch was
good. I
really
thoroughly
good.
enjoyed it. But I mean, Mando just it scratched the itch.
Bad Batch was really good, and I feel like it set up a lot for the future. It set up, and I don't want to say that Mando didn't, but I feel like Mando gave us a lot more right now. It was that instant gratification, which, Bad Batch gave us that with the Zilla Beast. I don't want to say that it didn't. Mando gave us a lot more variety in that. We got a ton of different stuff from Mando. So, but okay, I got the sneezes out of my system.
Bless you.
Do we have
Only get
anything? Anything more?
Anyways, with that being said, I think that is all we have for tonight. I think that's
so.
it. So, with that being said, have a good night. This is the way. And we will see you the next time that we go under the helmet.
Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for coming out to stream.